Hey everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here. I hope you're having a great day and I hope this video can make it a little bit better. Today we're going to be testing out Jax up against Lissandra. Before we get into that though, let's take a look at the star powers. So up first, allies have attack, grant me 1/1. If I'm equipped, also grant my equipment 2 power. So we're getting some permanent buffs every time we have units attack, and then we also are further incentivized to have our units equipped because then they'll get even more permanent buffs. Then we have relentless assault, +1 starting mana. When an equipped ally dies, draw 1. So again, more incentivization to get our units equipped. That way, even if they die, we're still getting some benefit. Overall, pretty solid and straightforward set of star powers. Now, for the build we're going in with first the Beast Within, power allies of Overwhelm, if they have a subtype 1/1. Now, Jax and most of his units have the Weapon Master subtype, so they're all getting both that Overwhelm and the extra stats. Really good right there. We're also going with the Death's Foil, 1 power. While I'm attacking, I can't take damage and die. And then we also have the Lorient Blade Rack. Allies have Challenger. So the general game plan is we're going to have Jax kind of try to be the tank and just challenge those bigger units and keep them from killing our other units. We want to have all of our units on the board scaling up every single time they are attacking. And with the Blade Rack, they're trying to take the best trades possible. They also all have that Overwhelm. Normally, Jax plays as a much more aggressive champion. We're trying to just end the game very quickly. And while we still hope that's going to be the case, with our relic setup, we're more trying to go and be able to scale into that late game if needed, so we don't just get overwhelmed by the enemy's amounts of units. So we're more focusing on killing the enemy and maintaining our lead throughout the entire game. Now, if you appreciate all this daily Path of Champions content, definitely like and subscribe, and let's get into it. Support champion, let's see what we can get. Teemo's not bad. These all do have subtypes. Him being able to capture a unit, that alone is really good. A 1-cost capture the strongest enemy. And then having a quick attack with free attack, that is also pretty solid. And they're all very cheap cards, which we're trying to be cheap and aggressive, so I think this will work out the best for us. Alright, power. Phalanx, when you target an ally, give it barrier this round. Reunited, fast deal. So this isn't bad. We are targeting some of our own units. And Reunited also solid for just giving us overall damage. I really want to get armed to the teeth though. I see that power all the time, but never on someone that can actually use it. We'll try a reroll, see if we get lucky. We did not, but mana flow is pretty solid, so we'll go ahead and go with that. All right, gold chest. Let's see what we can get here. So not seeing anything too crazy that we'd want to pick up here. Some stuff that's not bad. Double attack, will definitely grab that. Sadly, it's not in one of our better units. This is decent. It would give us about 2 cost reduction. Yeah, that's okay. We can grab that. Didn't really want to use one of my rerolls right here. All right, She Who Wanders is up there. Inquisitor, hit the stairs. I think I actually would like to get to the Ethereal Remitter. If we could get one of the powers where all of our cards cost 2 less, so we just play all of our cards for free essentially because we have a very cheap deck, or the one that gives everyone Spell Shield, I think that would be pretty good. So let's try to go up here, even though She Who Wanders does somewhat counter us. All right, Starlit, Seer, all things grow cold. All right, let's get rid of the Hunter and we can hold on to all the rest. All right, so we'll go ahead and play our Jax.
Line up for your beatdowns or go all at once. Winter take you.
Well, that isn't great. Let's drop the Marauder.
Will litter the desert. Any takers?
And we will actually go right here just so we can have it die. Although I suppose, yeah, Jax is going to get buffed up, so that would have been fine as well. That Overwhelmed Challenger combo, though, is so strong.
Our eyes lead to hidden paths.
All right, so we'll not drop Teemo yet. We could use a Desert Duel here, actually. Sure, let's go for it. We just want to really keep the enemy from having any units and being able to attack.
This land is ours.
And sure, we can drop Teemo to capture that card. All right, so our damage right now is sitting at 24. Go ahead and drop this unit. Huh, they didn't play anything. All right, let's try to spread out some of these stats a little bit more. All right, that's GG. All right, gain some more equipment, then also one that has scout on it. Pretty good. Spells chest. I think I'll go for the fish fight. That'll be pretty decent for us. All right, so we have Yeti Yearling with secrets hidden by Frost. This is all right. I think let's actually we get rid of some of the removal spells. We want some of our units first in our opening hand if possible. All right, so we got double Teemo, didn't get our Jax. Little unfortunate there.
Tooth and claw. Gotcha.
Probably should save our Teemo for bigger units. Although he could get a Nexus strike in, he could start killing units, so sure. We'll go like here. If this Teemo dies, we need to capture with our other Teemo. We'd be perfectly fine with that. Let's go ahead and improvise our other unit. Upcycled Rake, Scout with double attack. Sounds pretty good. Let's get our Scout attack off. All right, that's fine. I think we'll play, yeah, some of these here.
Sometimes you're the fish, sometimes you're the bait.
I think we probably should have enough damage to be able to end this round. Let's just go for the Shepherd's Authority for extra damage to make sure. Alright, so we don't have all of our units having Challenger, but they still all have that Overwhelm even without Jax being on the board, which is quite nice. Alright, and that is game. So another great aspect of the build, just making sure all of our units have those extra stats. Here I think the Camp Cloak will probably be the best for us. We got a Beast Within, giving all of our units that Overwhelm and the extra stats. Very nice. Protective Broodfather, and All Things Grow Cold. Let's get rid of the Merciless Hunter, hold on to all the rest. Alright, nice. We have our Jax this time.
Sword, staff, fish, nothing speaking of.
We wear red to honor the fallen.
Reporting in.
So it wouldn't be bad to just attack and try to kill them, but at the same time, just trying to get some extra damage in, scale up our Teemo a little bit more, plant those puff caps. I think it is overall worth it.
Shape the skies and mold the earth.
Let's go ahead and kill that. Don't want them to get that cost reduction for their dragons.
As foretold, come hither, you beasts of
Well,
glory.
at least we killed one of them.
Soon.
Alright,
Love
let's
the attitude.
just attack like this. The dragon will get a little bit stronger with Fury, but we want to reduce down the damage we're taking as much as possible.
Glad there's a chef on the team now. What's for dinner?
Oh, I spilled tonight's stew in our last battle. Oops.
That's not amazing for us. Upcycled Rake, that's what we were
Something to eat after this battle?
mostly hoping for.
Only. Do you kill everyone you beat?
Alright, so we can get rid of this. Yeah, that looks solid. We do our scout attack right there.
I'll scout ahead.
So we don't quite have enough to end the game if we ignore it. So we'll just have him attack Jax because Jax won't take damage or die. And it'll put down a lot of damage on the enemy.
Who's next? Bring it on!
It starts with mushrooms.
So we'll have to just survive pretty much one more round, but so we could use our Puff Cap Pop, get an attack going. Would deal a good amount of damage, but wouldn't help us that much.
Hey, Captain, how's the ship holding up?
Still full of holes after you taunted that sea monster, you dope.
All right, so I think we will
Won't need tools
block
for this.
like this. We just need to keep our Nexus healthy.
No, Dragonfire only emboldens me.
Another day.
So we'll just drop our Teemo, capture their strongest unit,
Got them for our god!
drop this one right here, give it an item.
About to reel it in.
All right, we can get the scout attack off, and that's game. So far we are doing very well. Huh, Fiora. That is interesting. I don't think I'll bother. Like, we could pivot and try to just go for a full Fiora build, but that would kind of ruin the point of trying to go for a Jax build. So yeah, we'll just go here, double down on our equipment. So Smooth Soloist is good, but I think if we could get that permanent spell shield, that would help us more than hurt us. Like, we wouldn't be able to use our Desert Duel, but most of what we're going to be doing is relying on our units. That is tough, because Elusive and Nexus Strike draw 1. That's pretty good, but letting this be able to attack and not have to worry about getting damaged is also pretty solid. I think we'll go ahead and go here for the Camo Cloaker, though. Could be pretty solid. All right, permanent spell shield. Come on. Oh, allies have 3/3 overwhelm and can't block. This would actually be okay if we were able to get more like heals. Like, that's why it's so good in the monthlies, because it's great for like one adventure. It just gets kind of old. These are all actually fine for us, but we really want that spell shield if we can. All spells cost 6. I think this one actually doesn't work as intended. I think this one makes it so your spells cost 6, and some enemies, their cost reduction goes through this. At least that's what I've heard. When any player summons a unit, sets health to 1. That's actually not too bad, because we scale up our units where the enemy would struggle a lot more. I think we'll actually go ahead and try to use Mortal Marks here, because yeah, a lot of our units start off at low health anyways, and then just scale up, so that could be really good for us. Trifarian, when you summon an ally with 5 more power, it strikes the weakest enemy. So most of our units aren't going to be able to hit that. I'm not sure if when they're equipped, if it will trigger after that. The Forge isn't bad. I think we'll actually go for the Craftsman Favor, just so we can choose who we're giving that buff to. And some rounds we are going to have a little bit of extra mana, so this could be decent, especially to help scale up our units, so it's going to be starting with such low health. Trifarian could be good, but I think it's going to be a little inconsistent. All right, She Who Wanders, and at last they awaken. This will be a little rough because I think they have the ability when they drop their Watcher, or the one who wanders, it deals 3 to all of the units. So that'll be a little tough there.
Honoring Acacia by pounding bad guys.
See, he can get to that 5 power. I just don't know if that triggers before or after the Trifarian would go off. All right, we'll save our Teemo. Buff up our Jax a little bit more. right, so Teemo could get rid of one of those. Hookmaster's not bad. Sure, let's go ahead and drop this.
Think you
We
can
want to be able
fish
to
up
block.
something to eat after this battle?
Catch and release only. Do you kill everyone you beat?
I was hoping they would be fine with ending.
Hook, line,
All right, we'll just block right there.
Did I see you using my lamp to stir the pot last night? Sorry, all the spoons were dirty.
All right, not great. Let's see. So this one does have quick attack, but it still actually might die if it just strikes the Nexus. All right, I think we'll let this one buff himself up.
Jessica, don't suppose you brought any good spices with you?
No, but I did pick up some delightful mushrooms from the Vandalwood.
All right, so we'll attack like this. So we're going to scale up and then scale back down, but I think we should be fine, dealing a good amount of damage.
1,000 years of battle and I'm just warming up.
Our powers and their powers kind of offset each other because we buff our units up, but when they hit the Nexus, they then get buffed or debuffed and go back down.
The storm himself.
Let's spread some of these buffs out a little bit. All right, that looks like a worthwhile unit to get rid of. All right, we're gonna buff up our unit with that regen, so even if they attack, we'll be fine.
Jessica, don't suppose you brought any good spices with you?
No, but I did pick up some delightful mushrooms from the Vandalwood.
Let me change up my style.
All right, that should just be a game. Yep, still game. GG. So this would give us lifesteal, which would be good. It is a cultist, so it would get kind of the extra stats. Deathless, yeah, I think we can go ahead and grab this. It'll be a decent addition. Mind Meld. Yeah, we can get rid of the Poison Dart. Yeah, we don't have the spell shield, so Desert Duel does become a little bit better. All right, let's go for the Mirror Mage with secrets hidden by Frost. This looks fine.
Sword, staff, fish, nothing speaking to me.
The more we learn, the less we fear.
Tooth and claw!
Almost. Got it.
All right, so we can attack like this, get rid of their Mirror Mage. It is nice not having to deal with big health pools on the enemy, because normally that Mirror Mage would be kind of a pain to get rid of. All right, so let's drop this, just have a barrier unit.
Think you could fish up something to eat after this battle?
Catch and release only. Do you kill everyone you beat?
And let's buff up our Jax just so we have another blocker. And sure, let's give this guy Scout.
On it and on him.
Well, that makes sense. All right, they do have Darkness, which isn't great for us because they can actually kill some of our units. So let's get our Scout attack off first. Let him scale up.
Well, farted.
ship holding up?
Still full of holes after you taunted that sea monster, you dope.
Yep, there's the darkness. Not too surprised by that. I figured they were going to use it on someone.
Bury me at sea.
Alright, so we could go time and dedication. I think I'd rather drop another unit, though. We'll skip the improvise, so he improvises himself. And sure, let's just go for extra damage.
I've got an idea.
You can't fish through Yordle portal. I tried.
Alright, GG.
Who's next? Bring it on!
Improving this will be fine. Anivia will be a pain, and our units are going to have vulnerable, which isn't great, but I think buffing up our champion would generally be worth it, and as long as we're going to be on the aggressive and try to kill their units, I think we should be fine. Let's try this out here. Faded and becomes Fey. That's going to be great, because then when we target him with our Forge ability, they'll scale him up even more. Scout, not bad. Last Breath Rally, not bad. Let's buy one copy of that for the extra item. Another equipment with Scout. I think let's hold off for now. Let's do a reroll. Okay, so this is essentially just going to be like a free rally. So yeah, we can grab that. Sure. We can buy a couple copies of that. One more reroll, see if there's something. Double attack is good. Pick a follower crit in hand with 1/1. I think we'll actually grab Minimorph, because we could maybe count this down, and this could be pretty good against some of their bigger units. Granted, most of their units should be reset back down, but still. All right. Anivia with Frost Gathers. All right, Jax, we can get rid of one of these. Yeah, I think we can hold on to the Desert Jewel. That's okay. This will be pretty nice to have.
Want to line up for your beatdowns or go all at once?
So it's difficult. Okay, they can't play Anivia.
Any takers?
Let's just play our Jax and then maybe play our Puffcat Pup. Alright, so they're out of mana. We could buff him up to kill that. We want to save our rally for later. Sure, we can maybe rally next round. Deal 3 to all other units, including our own, but this would also hit the enemy. I think let's just go for this. It's the cheapest. It'll probably actually help us the best, the most.
Eternal winter.
Alright, so we're just immediately playing Teemo just to capture that and get rid of it.
Tall as a mountain and covered in ice.
And we're now going to play the Pup to give us a rally.
You gotta believe me.
Alright, we'll buff up our Jax. Ledros is pretty much always the right option. Alright, let's slightly buff him up a little bit more. They're out of mana, and this is going to be a lot of damage.
For Acacia! And you know what? Also for me!
And we can immediately attack next round. Actually, we could have We could have used our scout attack there.
Armed and ready.
So we're gonna try to attack. They might be able to frostbite us or do something like that, but I think just attacking before they can play any of their slow spells would probably be worth it. Perfect. GG. Reckoner's Mark. Sure. It'll pretty much immediately die, but kill whatever they have. Honored Lord. Yeah, let's go here, get a good item for our Jax. Don't really want Last Breath Rally, but just in case he dies, we can try to benefit from it. Thieves' Tools. Normally our hand is pretty full, so this will be fine. Now, Lissandra, she has the Frost Gathers. Also, she's going to have those annoying spells to just decimate our entire board, but at least they should kill most of her units as well. Let's go for it. This looks decent. They start with the attack token, so that's not necessarily the best. Does that mean they can play their Lissandra?
All things grow cold.
We'll play our Jax, see what they end up doing. Could use our Forge, but we might actually use our Catch.
Frostguard.
Alright, perfect. So our Jax is actually surviving, and their Lissandra, well, all of their units are dying. Alright, let's buff him up a little bit. They do have so many things to try to counter us, but we'll just try to play this the best that we can.
Hey, Captain, how's the ship holding up?
Still full of holes after you taunted that sea monster, you dope. Left
Alright, so Scout won't actually help us here because he'll just die. So let's just attack like this, kill their one unit, try to scale up our units a little bit more.
I will bury the world in ice.
Okay, so there's their Lissandra. We do have a mini morph if we need it. Not that we can play it right now. Oh, she's leveled. That's not good.
I will remind the world of true power.
Because she's now going to make her annoying card at the start of next round. That is a lot of units. Alright, so let's play this here.
You're gonna want to watch.
They're probably going to play that Ice Shard, but... So we need to do another counter strike on him to buff him up to the point of killing Lissandra. Alright, not great. Alright, they only have 3 cards.
think you could fish up something to eat after this battle?
Catch and release only. Do you kill everyone you beat?
So I'm worried that they're going to have something like buried in ice to just destroy us. So let's use this, equip them with the upcycle rake to get that scout. They can then at least get a scout attack off and get rid of the Watcher. I'm definitely worried about the fact that they're not playing anything and they're sitting on all of this mana.
For Acacia! And you know what? Also for me!
But we need to get rid of a lot of their units. We need to take advantage of all the attacks we can do.
Any takers?
Alright, we're not going to play everyone. Because, yeah, I am worried. Let's use this on our Jax to target him and summon another Poro. And then we can let that Poro kill this unit over here. Alright, so I guess they just didn't have anything to play. Or their board was too empty. Alright, that's not great for us, but we were able to get rid of a lot of their big units.
These are troll lands.
Alright, so we can at least get rid of their Trundle. Don't want him to level up and become more of a problem. So this will still kill her, but we want to silence. Huh. Okay. Interesting, that shouldn't have killed that, but not gonna complain.
Woe to those who disgrace the Empire.
So we're trying to give like all of our units scout. Issue is our units have scout, but they don't have quick attack, which isn't necessarily the best. But they are still going to do a ton of damage.
Weapon roulette!
All right, GG. That actually felt really good. So against Lissandra, often more of the aggro and aggressive decks that just rely on overwhelming the opponent. Most of the time they do really bad, and it's more the control decks that really do well into Lissandra. But Jax is very much one of those more aggro champions that's just focusing on rushing down the enemy. And this worked out quite well. I think this build is great, really focusing on being able to help all of your units, make them a lot stronger, give them Overwhelm and Challenger, in addition to whatever other keywords they can get. And then just letting Jax be able to freely attack without worrying about dying. And then it didn't matter as much for this battle, but if they would have like big opponents that we couldn't kill, then Jax can just challenge them, have them hit him and not die, and keep his other units alive. So really solid build. Jax worked out quite well here. If you guys enjoyed that run, definitely like and subscribe, and I hope you all have a great day.